It's the early days of the Second World War. The Battle of France is in full swing. You're in an emplacement with your fellow Frenchmen, and all of a sudden you hear a roar and feel an immense heat as a wall of fire quickly forces you back. You and everyone around you then break off and run backwards in a hasty retreat. That is how it would have felt to go against the German army's flamethrowers of the Second World War. The flamethrowers were primarily employed by the assault pioneers or the Sturm pioneers. They assisted regular infantry troops in overtaking obstacles, whether it be natural or man-made. Quite often, this would be done with a mixture of flamethrowers followed up with demolition charges to neutralize the objectives at hand. Now, there were two main types of flamethrowers that are utilized by the German army. The first was the Flammenwerfer 35, or FMW 35 for short. This is the early war variant and it saw use between 1935 to 1941. It held 3.1 gallons of a petrol tar mix to give it a greater range and to be heavier. It used nitrogen as a propellant and the mix was ignited by a hydrogen torch. The Flammenwerfer 35 had approximately 10 seconds of usage. It had an effective range of 82 feet, with a maximum range of 82 to 98 feet. However, it had one great downfall, and that was its weight, for it weighed an immense 79 pounds while full. It was not an easy weapon by any means to haul around, and it also made its user a high-value target due to the visibility and the horror that man would endure if they got close enough. The German army sought to reduce the weight of the Flammenwerfer 35, so thus came the Flammenwerfer 41, or the FMW 41 for short. This one saw service from 1941 to the end of the war. It was mainly focused on reducing the weight and reliability. It got its weight down to 63 pounds, and it also held 3.1 gallons of a petrol tar mixture. It had nitrogen in a separate tank as a propellant. Originally, they were equipped with the same hydrogen torch to light off its mixture, but the brutal Russian winters limited its reliability, so a cartridge-based system was added to increase its usage in low temperatures. It had an effective range of 105 feet. When the war was coming to an end, we saw the German army begin to produce last-ditch weapons. These were essentially cheap to manufacture and disposable like the Panzerfaust. So it should be no surprise when the Germans created the Intos Flammenwerfer 46, a single-shot flamethrower that was capable of sending a half-second burst of fire up to 89 feet away. However, it saw very limited recorded use, but would have been issued to Volkssturm and some Fallschirmjäger units. How would you have felt if you saw assault pioneers equipped with flamethrowers advancing towards your position? That feeling is why these troops were often highly valued in terms of targets, thus creating even a more dangerous role for one to fulfill in the German army in the Second World War. That's going to go ahead and wrap up another video. As always, if you have any feedback on how I can improve, or videos that you would like to see, please leave it down below. I appreciate everything. And if you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a like and subscribe. And with that said, I'll catch you in the next one.